In this installment of Bituminouskole, I'll explore the eastern side of central Indiana. To Indianapolis for a fast intermodal train and some maintenance of way equipment. To Morristown for a trash train by the grain silos. To Fairland for an ethanol plant. And to home base Fortville for a coal drag. A meet of 2 long manifest trains. And a heritage unit, but not the New York Central. You'll have to wait and see. Let's go to eastern central Indiana. I'll take you to the trains.
All right. Hi. I'm testing the Rode microphone. The settings are
probably irrelevant to you, the viewer. The sound is great. Great experiment. However, draping the wind-killing sock over the lens is not great. No less enthusiasm, though. Carry on.
Hoo boy, we're going to have a meet. 2 big trains. You can see the headlights in both directions here at Fortville.
Very exciting indeed, and it was a nice day for the first week of January. Fireman Chris was on site at the same grade crossing I was, and Buddy Owen was down on Main Street, just 1 grade crossing to the west. Well, it really was perfect light on this day, easily discerning the markings on the cars. And there, another light we like to see, the headlight. Here comes our meet. Oh, glory be, that Conrail Boxcar looks great in this light, as those 86-footers do, and the DPU, And the meat, Oh, and a shave and a haircut salute. Gotta love it. Mid-unit DPU. My goodness, these have been two really great trains with mixed freight. Love seeing these steel coil cars as always, from a variety of roads. Even the Coke Express. We don't see a lot of that around these here parts.
Two long manifest trains meet at Fortville. Now, I really hope this was a good microphone setting.
It was a good sound setting. I continue using it today, but I've learned to not continue setting the windsock on the lens. This microphone really does amazingly pick up the crunch of gravel under my feet. Anyway, let's stay at Fortville and catch a coal drag. Oh, yes, indeed. On bituminouskole, one of my favorite things to see and to show is a loaded unit coal train. Well, let's move on from Fortville, where we see a lot of trains, and we will go to Morristown, Indiana. This is a place we have not visited before, and this was a chance drive. I was driving from Cincinnati to Indianapolis and decided to get off the main roads and see if I might not catch something, getting lucky, parallel to US 52. And sure enough, I caught this train, raced ahead of it, set up shop, and bingo! Not exactly sure what kind of trash loads these are. I'm sure some helpful soul has the answer and will supply it in the comments. Look forward to seeing that. The train is rolling down CSX's Indianapolis subdivision, which is perfectly confusing because the line at Fortville is the Indianapolis line. But this Indianapolis subdivision is part of the Louisville division of CSX and is former B&O. Amtrak's Cardinal uses this line when it runs 3 days a week. We're good to get out here and finally get some action under our belts. Fun to see. Like to come back because, as you can see behind these silos, there is a bunge facility and there is a lot of switching as they receive and send out a lot of rail cars. How do you love that white noise from the silos in operation, elevating grain and dropping it below. Oof. All right, I'll take you from the Indianapolis subdivision back to the Indianapolis line. To Indianapolis, where Massachusetts Avenue runs parallel to the CSX tracks at Producers Drive, where I-007 is beginning to ease into the downtown area on a Saturday morning. With a bonus, tooted the horn for the tow truck driver at this side of the road. I'm sure he enjoyed that serenade. Well, it was Valentine's Day. He just wanted to say, "Be mine." At the left of your screen in that connecting track, you'll see there is maintenance of way equipment sitting there. We'll take a closer look at that once this intermodal train has cleared. This train, I-007, is nearing the end of its run, as its destination is Avon Yard, which is less than 10 miles from here. Well, there goes I-007. Visits Indianapolis, which you can see in the background there, 6 days a week. And appears frequently on bituminous coal. But now we turn our attentions to the left side of the screen again to that connecting track. It's part of the Indianapolis Terminal trackage. And now we'll take a closer look at these goodies. We've got the backhoe that will unload the ties from the hoppers. Several of the hoppers are already unloaded, and as we look to the trackage over there parallel to Massachusetts Avenue, we see bundles of ties laid at trackside, ready to replace worn-out ties. And still, plenty more that can be laid at trackside. I hope I'll be lucky enough to be in the area when they do resume this work, or even to install those ties in the track. All right, well, let's stay on the Indianapolis line, depart the city of Indianapolis, and go back to Fortville. And now it can be revealed. We can show you the checklist, CSX checklist number 2 for bituminous coal. We had previously seen the New York Central unit, as shown here by that nice hunk of coal on there. It's time to put another hunk on. This time for the L&N CSX 1850. And unfortunately, the drone wasn't behaving, but wasn't going to let that get in the way of shooting the darn thing with hilarious consequences.
Well, let's see what we're missing as we calibrate the gimbal on the drone. Well, that's typical. Nice grainer. Man, I gotta get him to get rid of that bush.
CSX train G604. Empty hoppers headed for Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Nice train, but very excited to catch the Louisville and Nashville Heritage Unit, drone problems notwithstanding. And to add it to the checklist, well, making progress on this one. Hopefully we'll see some of these others before terribly long. And now it's time to depart the Indianapolis line and go back to the Indianapolis subdivision. I had teased going to Fairland. It's near Shelbyville in Shelby County. There is an ethanol plant there. Poet is the company that operates it, and they get a lot of rail cars, as one might expect, grain deliveries in and ethanol out. CSX runs a local to serve Poet and others along the line. Local train L417 out of Hawthorne Yard in Indianapolis to Shelbyville. It's a turn Monday through Friday, but as I understand it, they serve Poet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, my luck wasn't very good on this day. I stuck around for about an hour and nothing moved. So I moved on and resolved to come back another day. Before breaking away, I'll give you a little info on CSX 6535, that unit at Poet. It's a GP 40-3. It's a rebuild. Originally built in 1975 as B&O 4218, a GP 40-2, but now rebuilt as a GP 40-3. Well, I hope you enjoyed this installment of Bituminous Coal as we toured some parts of eastern central Indiana. Trains in Fortville, Morristown, Indianapolis, of course, a little more in Fortville, and in Fairland. Got to distinguish the difference between the Indianapolis line and the Indianapolis subdivision, both of which are in eastern central Indiana. Well, I look forward to giving another episode very soon. They drop every Wednesday, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The conductor can set his watch to it. Join me next time as I take you to the trains.